This video is brought to you by NHS Tayside Children and Young People's Occupational Therapy Service. In this video, we are going to do some exercises with Theraputty. Using Theraputty helps us to increase the strength and dexterity in our fingers, hands and wrists, which makes fine motor tasks easier and means we don't get so tired, so we're able to work on these tasks for longer. It also helps us be aware of the joints in our hands, fingers and wrists.
We're going to start with a ball of putty in our hand. We're going to squeeze the putty with our fingers in a kneading motion, rolling it over and around our hand and applying as much pressure into the putty as possible. And you're going to do that for 10 seconds. For the next exercise, we're putting the putty at the bottom of our fingers and we're going to squeeze as tight as we can so that we can manage to get fingerprints in the putty. You're going to try and do that 4 different times. Next, we're putting the putty at the base of our thumb and we're going to squeeze our thumb in as far as we can down. We want a nice thumb shape. And you're going to try this another 4 times. Next, we're putting the putty in a cylindrical shape at the base of our fingers and our thumb. And we're going to squeeze with our entire fist. This time, we're aiming to get 5 different marks in the putty. And you're going to try this another 4 times. For this exercise, we need to roll our dough into a nice long line, and we're going to wrap it around our pointer finger. We're going to have the pointer finger bent and we're going to hold it with this hand and we're going to push up with our finger until it's nice and straight. We're going to try this 4 times. We're going to do the same thing again. We're going to roll it out into a nice long tube, but this time we're wrapping it around our thumb and we're going to push up with our thumb till our thumb is nice and straight against the putty. And we're going to try and do this another 4 times. We need to make a nice flat pancake first. So it's nice and flat and we're going to put our fingers and pull the putty down on top. And then we're going to stretch our fingers in every direction against the putty. And we're going to do this another 4 times. For this exercise, we need to put our putty into a ball. We're going to put the putty between our 2 fingers and squeeze as tight as we can, trying to get our 2 fingers to meet in the middle. You're going to try this between each pair of fingers. We're going to make the putty into a nice long strip again, and we're going to wrap it around our 2 fingers. Make sure it's nice and tight and pull your fingers apart. And you're going to try this between each pair of fingers. So we're going to make a nice ball and we're going to put it between our finger and our thumb. And we're going to squeeze down as tight as we can so that our finger meets our thumb in the middle. And you're going to do this with all of your fingers. The final exercise, we're going to put the putty in a ball in our hand. And we're going to squeeze as tight as we can. And at the same time, we're going to rotate our wrist. So we're going to do it 5 in one direction and then 5 in the other. And the whole time you want to squeeze as tightly as you can on that putty.
For more information on children and young people's occupational therapy, please access our various social media platforms and online services. If you have any concerns about your child's development, you can also contact the Tayside Children and Young People's Occupational Therapy Service on our